Hey guys, welcome back to the third weekend of working on the RV, getting it ready. This weekend we're gonna be ripping out the carpet and putting down laminate flooring. We're gonna finish the painting. We have a couple little trim stuff to do. We are also gonna be doing the skirting around the outside with this foam board right here.
Right here, so we can stay warm.
And our pipes don't freeze.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be working on our platform for getting in and out, like kind of like a deck thing.
Yes.
So that'll be nice.
And if we have time, we're going to make a dog line for this girl.
For Dixie.
That way she can kind of have freedom and run around. All right, so we're going to get to work. Third weekend. Let's do it.
Come along with us. So we had a little whoopsie with our foam boards for our insulation on the outside. Michelle just fell over there in the woods. You okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We got on Wednesday before we went to Thanksgiving dinner with our families. And we let them sit in the truck bed overnight, and we had like 50-mile-an-hour winds rip through, and they broke them all in half. Luckily they broke them in a way that I don't think it's gonna be a problem. We'll still get it to go good, but they're all pretty much snapped. Like this. So I'm just cutting these off, get them apart, and then we're gonna start measuring and get them all lined up.
Let's go.
Alright, so this is what the beginning of it looks like. We are gonna fill in this area. We're gonna build a deck off here, and these are gonna be up. We're gonna build steps ourselves so that we can seal that off better. This is as far as I got before we ate lunch. I didn't start early this morning. We had to come from our other rental property first. While I'm doing that, Michelle is inside ripping up the carpet so we can put down the laminate flooring. Divide and conquer is our method today. So this is what that looks like right now.
Hey, you do.
Hi, Dixie.
Hello. All right, so I started ripping up the carpet, and we found out that this, like, what is this, linoleum?
I guess.
Vinyl, whatever it is, the flooring, it does go throughout the whole camper, which is awesome, but then right before the slide out, it's kind of like sloppily cut. So we're hoping that we can just run the flooring that we bought up into like the edge of this and just cover that up if it's not that big of a lip. Fingers crossed, because if not, we'd have to like pull all of this up, so I don't really want to do that. And I don't know if we showed this last time, but this is all done, all painted. I just took the tape off of a lot of the area on the counter. We just didn't paint the bottom of the counters yet, but everything else is pretty much painted. And this area is painted too. We just have to do a couple little touch-ups. This, we are just going to paint white as well. So you can kind of see, like, this is what it would look like right here. This like test section that we have, and it would just be white the whole way across. And surprisingly, the fabric actually does fine with the paint that we bought. So that's a good thing, because if not, we were going to put probably like pieces of wood over it, which would look really nice, but we're trying to do this on a budget since it's temporary. So if you are renovating an RV on a budget, you can just paint these things. Hello guys, just checking in. Tony's outside still working on the skirting, but I pulled up all of this carpet, and I think we showed you that, like we thought, like, yay, you know, like this is covering the whole thing. And then I got to this section and it goes to plywood, and then I can tell under here, okay, so there's more of that flooring, and if you come into this area, there's more there. So now reassessing, I think we are going to pull this out. It's actually, I thought it'd be glued, it's not. So that, I mean, that's gonna be easy to just lift up, at least I hope. But there's these huge staples that I have to get out too, and some like sticking up. So I wanna make sure I get all of them out before we do anything, and then clean it and everything. But It's been a process, but actually, to be honest, it hasn't been that bad. Like, once I get started, I just pull, put all my weight in and pull, and it comes out really easily. It's just been hard to get started, and then once I get started, you know, it comes pretty easily. But I am like working up a sweat. Definitely not easy. It's just, you have to get the hang of it. But so that's the progress so far. I'm going to continue. I have to move this chair. I'm going to continue pulling this out, and then work on the staples with this, and then, you know, taking off everything but the plywood. I moved the sofa back, and where's the tool? I used this tool to get the edges where the carpet meets the floor, so I just stuck this in there, pressed down, and then I was able to get a close painting on the edge there. I wish we would have had this earlier. It's a really good tool. This was like, I want to say $5 at Lowe's, so if you're painting, definitely get one of these guys. Dixie is continuing to be supportive with her sleep, but I'm just glad that she's not whining and upset, because usually if we're not giving her attention, she's upset. So I'll take her sleeping all day.
So we finally got the carpet and that vinyl up out of the whole interior. We are not getting rid of the carpet. There's Dixie. We're not getting rid of the carpet on the slide out. We figure it's just gonna be too much work, and it's not worth it. It is not worth it because it covers the seam of where it pulls out, and it is about an inch high, and there's a big gap there, and it would just be too much work.
If we were not selling it, I would say, like, if this is like our camper, or we were living in it forever, I would totally do it. But if we're selling it, like, this is fine, because that just gets so complicated when you go into the seam of the slide out.
It's very bright in here, which is amazing. It is pitch dark outside right now at like 7 o'clock at night. And then we haven't done anything in the bedroom yet. There's me in the mirror. So here is our vinyl flooring that we're gonna be doing. It is not crazy expensive stuff. It just looks really nice. This stuff is, it's called luxury vinyl plank, but I wouldn't call it luxury. It's only $1 a square foot. I'm pretty sure it's called Safari Oak, I believe. Yeah. So it looks nice, even though it's not expensive. So we're gonna go with that, and hopefully it looks fantastic.
It'll look great. Sunday, and we actually worked all day yesterday, Saturday, but we weren't able to film any of it just because we were working literally all day.
Too much.
But we wanted to catch you guys up today before we head out. So we're going back to our rental home today, but we want to just like go through everything and catch you guys up.
My dad came down to help us work on a little deck for
little porch.
Our property.
And the metal steps come right down to it.
Yep, the metal steps connect right there. It's a little bit off the ground, but it's nice and level. And we have a nice little railing to keep us underneath the awning.
Yeah, so this extends, of course, farther out so that the whole thing is covered. So it did take them literally all day to do this, but it's so nice and sturdy, it's safe, and we are going to still extend it out just a little bit. We still have that bridge, you guys remember, that we're reusing. And we're gonna put that kind of where it drops off just to extend it out a little bit longer.
Make like a little boardwalk further out so we don't get as dirty as we're coming up.
Yeah, so we can like take our boots off and stuff there, and that way we're not tracking in dirt into the RV, which was a goal too. Okay, and then over here, this is the skirting that we've been working on. So we put the insulation board in, we put the foil tape to attach it, and then we're going to do more foil tape or duct tape to attach these as well, like the ones that are going vertically. But if you come like around the camper, alright, so in here, this is where you access your black water, your gray water, so we have to leave that open with like plywood, which we'll do later, but basically you have to fit this stuff into all the little crevices and everything, and then I put rocks and I put big pieces of wood on the other side, and then push up against dug dirt and just press that in there so it's nice and snug, so it's not going to go anywhere. Hopefully that's the plan. I will say some of the tape I'm not like impressed with completely, because I feel like in some areas it's coming off and we might just have to tape over a couple areas. I also had a bonfire yesterday where we burned some stuff and just basically worked all day, but right now it's starting to freeze and rain, so I'm gonna get out of the rain and we're gonna hit the road pretty soon. Alright guys, so that was weekend day 3 working on the RV. I think we got a bunch done. I'm feeling good about it. The flooring especially is coming along, and
almost there.
And everything, like getting ready for winter, I think is almost there too. We just have to finish the skirting and we have to finish the flooring, and then the painting and stuff we can do while we live here. So that's not the end of the world getting that done. Mainly it's just like what will keep us warm, what will keep us safe, and you know, all of that stuff while we live here. So thank you guys for coming along for our journey, and we will catch you guys in the next one.
We'll see you next time.
That was awkward. It was awkward. No.